So we are doing very well. And we need to continue on because we're going to get to the... Most likely, I will get this portion dealt with. We'll tidy up in there, and then we'll go through all the G1 tub by tub to see what's in there. Like, what great, fascinating vintage toys and what condition they're in, because I need to make sure they're nice shaped. I really, really do love those guys. So that being said, we have the Jurassic Park compound. This is a wonderful set. Jurassic Park is kind of up there with the Aliens figures that I collected, like the first toy line I collected. I was buying the Jurassic Park. My brother was buying the Jurassic Park. We were opening them up. He got Tim. He got Alan Grant. I got the Ellie Sadler, and we shared our figures. So I really do love this series, and a lot of other people do as well. Funny thing is, like, I have 3 compounds. That's the large play set. And, yeah, this is crazy. So we need to get this organized and dealt with because I have a whole giant tub to my left and I have the compounds in the garage. Let's get this stuff out of here. But that was a crazy, crazy play set. They did their best to represent the actual compound from the movie, what you need to do. And it was a fair play set, but it was just a big cone, pretty much. But the electronic device, like Dilophosaurus attack, like the old 90s electronic is trying so hard to be human, but it can never be human.
Helps you control Jurassic Park.
Got him! T-Rex attacking.
So we'll move that forward. Grabbing dragons. This sounds like a sexual slang, to be honest with you, like from the 60s. Really old Hasbro game. I just picked it up years ago. I just liked the colors and the design of the dragons. That's about it. No real value to it. It was just old funky stuff before your time, but I like the artwork of applying the eyeballs to this head. But yeah, these are just funky toys that are just interactive, 3-dimensional versus just classic board game. We have, oh man, I am stepping on something. Oh yeah, look at this. Yeah, my knee went right into that. Lovely. So we have the Dinosaur King. I kept every box for every toy I ever opened after I was like 10 years old. It was just weird. So this is kicking around somewhere. It was a beautiful color deco for all these dinosaurs. Put that Styracosaurus down there. So I bought the Stegosaurus. I have a Styracosaurus. Those are the best two. But yeah, I don't think this has any strong value, but I know people are aware of these. There are so many people that just collect dinosaur toys in general. And again, I like it. It's lovely, but you can collect that stuff for eons and eons and just never stop. We're talking about stuff that started off in like the 1930s, and they just kept producing and producing and producing cool toys. This one was pretty spectacular. I don't think I need the box anymore. Just, we're at that point in life. But I wonder if it has any value by itself. That's kind of curious on that. Wonderful posability on those, too. That was what kind of shocked me when I was younger. We have a canopy for the Scuzz Fighter from Captain Planet. Oh, a little damage there in the clip. Get that. We have the weapon set for the jet up there, but the canopy is right here for the Phantom Striker. So clearly some of this is for sale, and that's wonderful. A canopy like this might be about $15-20. It was a wonderful plane, and I love the fact it kept up the stealth was in. Stealth. But it was later than my taste. I mean, I did get, as a kid, the Hurricane, which I loved that design of a jet, but that one was just, I think it was just too expensive for my family to purchase that. And that's just how things are. We all know that. Parents just look at you, you're holding the toy at the toy store, and they're like, hell no, I ain't buying that. So, this is like the last times I was ever going to toy stores and picking up actual toys. I haven't been to a Walmart or a Target or anything to pick up stuff in a long time. But this was Leonard, if I'm correct. Was it Leonard? Was producing the Aliens line at Walmart. And they made this, like their head just rotates like that due to the weight. This is the Giant Queen. I think they produced her in purple as well. They produced like the miniature figures. It was just fun to see like the aliens coming back. And they have a little bit of a charm to them because they're not fully to proportion. And they reminded me of the Kenner alien line so much. Stop that, Queen. You are freaking me out. It's like those eyes in the paintings that constantly watch you as you move around the room. This thing will probably kill me tonight. You guys know that. So, well, enjoy the estate sale, right? Wow. I just like these things. And this was cheap, too. Like, everyone else is hustling for the money. And they're like, I think it was $20 at Walmart. That was all it was for this giant alien coin. So she'll go forward with our giant tub. We have now Jurassic Park continuing on the theme. This is the Omega T-Rex. So this is from Chaos Effect. And they took the classic Bull T-Rex from Lost World and repainted this badass deco. And I remember I used to pick these up at the flea market for like $10 each. And they knew they were Jurassic Park, but there was no real big market. And it was just so much fun. I'm glad I kept a lot of these things, just one of each of the collection, because again, the market just shot up on these things. You go to a flea market now, you're not going to find these. And if you do find them, they're going to look these things up and be like, oh, I want $65. I don't think I have the repaint for the guy in the cage for this figure though, which is kind of sad. So, oh, excellent. I wasn't sure if I had one. So then, I'm working on my mouth a little bit. Jesus Christ, look at that overbite. Hello, everybody in TV land. So this was a Toys R Us exclusive from 2009. So the Jurassic Park movie's out of the way. Toys R Us came up to Hasbro and said, like, hey, can we do some exclusive figures with you? And they're like, hell yes. Let's make some. Again, thank you. Repaints. Thank you so much. They're all beautiful colored. They made this one more solid plastic while this one was the rubber. Made wonderful T-Rex sounds. This was sold okay, and then it was blown out after its time on the shelf, and then it was much more difficult to find than the Lost World Bull T-Rex, and this shot up in price to like 100 and a quarter loose now. So I'm glad I have a loose one. I usually just bought these and just flipped them and that was it. So I'm pretty happy about that. Still kind of stunned at how much crap I have to go through in there. Like, oh my God. Well, speaking of how much crap to go through, let's see, we have He-Man. So a little lunch cooler for kids. And again, you would pick up this novelty stuff at the toy shows in the mid 2000s, like $2, $3. So this is cool. I just, like as I said, like I like it. I think I'm just gonna let a lot of this stuff go. Oh my God, we're on a full run here. So more Aliens and Predator, which is they're everywhere because I kept thinking these are mint loose complete. I kept trying to get them in this room, so we're gonna have a ton of those extra. Oh my God, this is more shopping in Japan. So when you go to the toy stores in Japan or the flea markets, you just get so overwhelmed. You get so excited. Like you're in Japan. Like all the inhibitions are gone. Everything is just exciting to you and fresh and new. And even after a while, I can go there with my eyes closed and start shopping in the exact areas. Like I'd hit Narita Airport at 3:30. I would be at Tokyo, Ikebukuro, or Shibuya by 5, dump the luggage at the airport, which I should have been black catting that. And then I'd already be at Nakano, Broadway by 6 p.m. to squeeze those last 2 hours into shopping before 8 p.m. everything closed. I was just the beast because I never slept the night before. So when I got to the plane, I slept in the plane while everybody was awake. And then when everyone was asleep in the plane, I was awake. Wonderful time. I mean, there's something serene about everyone else being asleep in the plane. The dark, everything's off. The lights are off. They're bringing you food. It's all quiet. And you're just like, it's like your jam, man. At least for me. And then I had no lag. That's it. No jet lag at all. Great time. So anyways, I would just buy anything and everything. It was exciting. So here is Ninja Turtles keychain with bath soap. I mean, that's probably like $2 or $3. We got a mecha kit just in bright pink. I don't know what the character is, but it just look cool. It's like $1 probably. Look at that little miniature Mega Man figure. Oh my God, look at that. Yeah. I don't know which power up this is. We got the Go Kiger keys. These are available all over the place for like $1 each or less. Still see in the bag. I bought quite a lot of that because I knew like later on they'll all dry up, and they did. Not big money. A lot of the Sentai Power Rangers, like light up keychains, mostly the finger puppets, smaller, these are the finger puppets right here. Here's an SPD yellow, Deca Ranger. They were everywhere, quarter each. These are a little more uncommon, the light up ones, but nobody cared in Japan. So like 50 cents each. You're like, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. You're just buying up everything. Because like, as I said earlier, you have the time, you have the money, you have no worries. You just balls to the wall. Oh, look. Cool Mass Rider Sentai Crab. How much is he? $1. Oh, but buying was he's cool. How much is this giant chrome pink transforming robot? Oh, $1? Hell yeah. I didn't even remember this guy. He is so cool looking. I like the weird, wacky, bright colors. Thanks, late 80s, early 90s. So I'd buy Pokemon too. I have been a Pokemon fan, but I never like dive deep into the Pokemon trading cards. I bought lots of the Japanese toys. I bought lots of prototype vintage Hasbro pieces. So that's nice. Dino Thunder. SPD yellow again. Here's those McDonald's from Japan only little plush dinosaurs with little plastic shells. God, there's so much weird stuff here. There are Rotocast. Soft Fubi, as they would say. So soft vinyl in Japan is called soft Fubi. There's more Power Rangers. There's Baboom from Beast Wars, finger puppet. SPD. Here's a little miniature Spiral Zone. So in Japan, Spiral Zone had not only the larger figures, they also had little mini Keshi Gomus like this that came with little plastic larger vehicles that these guys can fit in. They're pretty uncommon to get. Very few people in the West know about these, but they're not big bucks. But I pick them up. Look at this. I got Japanese. I can't pick it up. So, oh my God, I'm Butterfingers all night long. So I was in Japan. I tore the sticker off, and I picked up a TIE Fighter, a Y-Wing, and these are Takara, or these, I think these are, no, I think one of them might be Japanese Takara. So there's also, I forgot the name of the company right now. It's slipping my mind. I thought the Morinaga. But there's a cheaper company. So these are probably worth about $15 each. And I have them all upstairs organized. So this is great. This is the Popey Heroes. So this is produced at 3 3/4 inch style. This came out around 1980. They did Ultraman, and they did Mass Rider, and they also did Power Rangers, and the most famous one for the West is they did Star Wars. So all they did was import the Kenner figures in the bags and then put them in their own special Japanese boxes. So originally Takara had the license for Star Wars. Then Bandai Popey, they got the license for Empire Strikes Back. And they are wonderful packages. They're so unique, those boxes, and they're highly collectible to this date. Funny enough, the Ultraman, Mass Rider, and Power Rangers were much more popular in Japan in 1980, and the Star Wars was dead. Nobody wanted them. C'est la vie. Solaris Knight, more Rotocast coolness. Sorry about the bad lighting. More SPD Deca Ranger keys. Here's a Gasha of, oh my God, who is this? Oh my God, this is Super Mario. This is a 90s Super Mario Gashapon figure. Isn't that super sweet? We'll pull out in a moment. More stuff. Mortal Kombat. Is this international? I think this is from South America. And this would happen at times. You would find South American toys stuck in Japan like this. I would probably paid like $5 for it. So that is super sweet. Great childhood memories on that. More SPD, more Rotocast, Random Blind Bag, Final Fantasy. So here's the little miniature figures, the taco, the octopus. This is Mario Land for the Game Boy, I believe, 1993. So in Japan, when I was buying this stuff, it was like probably about $5 each for these things. They still had dead stock of this stuff kicking around, but they are drying up. Like, you cannot get this stuff cheap anymore. A lot of the video game collectors are much more aware of the vintage toy market there, and I would probably hazard this might be a $20 to $30 figure right now. Isn't that super awesome? So think about this as just a sample of what I'd buy. I would buy, vintage toys, Transformers, Star Wars, just everything. But I would send home like a box that size, probably like 20 of those, just jam packed. Oh, great times, guys. So that'll wrap up this long episode. But thank you very much for watching. And we're going to get deeper into that pile of, oh my Lord,